is Amin, and in this video I'll walk you through a project where I use HTML and CSS to visually design two of my favorite literary codes. I created separate HTML and CSS files for each code, and I'll show you a step by step how I built this. So for the first step, I created separate HTML files for each code, structuring the pages using HTML5 semantic tags like section, footer, and body. For example, the head contains meta information about the page, while the body holds the visible content. The section tag is used for each code, and the footer includes additional information like the author's name. This helps with readability and organization. As you can see here, this is HTML and we have head part. They're connected to each other, body, section, and footer. As you can see, again, all of them are connected to each other, and so this way it is organized and it helps with readability. If you're still unsure about how to organize your code, I recommend checking out the first video on my channel where I explain everything in detail. Then I linked a CSS reset file to remove default browser styling and ensure a consistent design, as you can see here. I also connected an external CSS file to style each page. For the codes, I used different heading tags H1, H2, and H3 to establish a visual hierarchy, making the text more readable. I also added an image related to the code and including an alt attribute for accessibility. As you can see here, the image and alt. So now let's move to the CSS file. For each code, I use two different font sizes to create contrast and emphasis. I first imported Google Fonts to enhance the typography and applied two fonts to different text elements. So if we go on top, you can see the Google font I used, and then we have font family Times New Roman for this CSS file. For colors, I use three different references: one hex color, named, and one for border. So in this CSS file, we have border color right here, and we have hex color right here. If we go to the other CSS file, I can show you we do have named color right here, and we have hex color and border color right here. Okay, I also applied three different font sizes to create a clear typographic hierarchy. So you can see the font sizes right here, and if we go to other file, we can see the font sizes here and right here. For the borders, I implemented 3 different border styles, ensuring variation in design. I also use margin and padding to properly space the elements and improve layout structure. I included a compound selector to make all H1 elements inside container uppercase. If you want to see it, you have to go to other CSS file. As you can see here, text transform uppercase. Okay. Finally, with all these adjustments, my design is complete. In this project, I used HTML5, CSS, Google Fonts, different colors, typography styles, and border styles to create a visually appealing presentation of these 2 codes. Just let me show you how it works. We have to go to the HTML file, right click, we have to open it with live server. If you click here, here you can see the page. Let's go back to the Visual Studio. If we go to the other HTML file, again do the same thing, right click and open with live server. You can see the other page right here. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you found this explanation helpful. See you in the next video.